Alright, guys. No. Okay, guys, so let's take, for instance, if you got your successful job or you got something that was your dream job, especially if it's social media, and I'm not saying it has to be social media, it could be any job, anything you've ever wanted, anything you had to work towards, even if it's like any job, right? Or any job with education, or any job with social media, any job you've ever wanted, you have to remember that everything you do in life led you up to that point, okay? It led you up to that point. That's what Oprah says. She says that everything you've ever experienced leads you up to that point. Everything you've ever experienced leads you up to that point, right? So let's say maybe you failed an exam, and let's say I'm on social, so I'll use me for example, but let's say, and you, like I said, it doesn't have to be social media, it could be anything, right? Let's say I'll do an example with me in social media, and then I'll do an example with like somebody else, maybe a career, or maybe my job, right? So me on social media, and maybe, and then you can use both examples, right? So me on social media, let's say I failed, let's say I had a hard time on an exam and it was really tough, and I had to stay up overnight to study for it, and I didn't get as good of a mark as I wanted. And then let's say I experienced something that wasn't my ideal situation, but I learned and grew from it, right? So if you do that, you do the math in it, and you see that basically um, those things lead you to where you are today, right? So let's say in my social media, I learned to be more able to handle things, and I'm able to deal with stress or difficult things. And let's say for my job as a car salesman, I was able to build my way up with all my past jobs, etc., and things like that, because I learned, you learn. Even if you fail at something, you learn, right? So that's what Oprah's trying to say, like, and even still to this day, like, I've done a lot of things in my life that I not necessarily wasn't unhappy with, not necessarily was I unhappy with them, but so if I was to do life again, I probably wouldn't want to do those things, like certain situations or things, but they all shape me to who I am today. And because of those experiences, I know exactly what I want, exactly where I'm going, exactly where I'm headed, right? Bye, guys. Thank you. Au revoir. Bye now.